I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord,
Jungkook always knew. Even before anyone else realized it, before the cameras caught that spark in Taehyung's eyes, he felt it. There was something different in the way Taehyung looked at him. It wasn't just a warm gaze between bandmates, or a friendly look between old friends. No. That gaze contained something deeper, sincere admiration, gentle care, and a feeling that was hard to put into words. Jungkook sensed it, and though he didn't always show it plainly, he kept it close as something special. Their interactions over the years, observed by the public, were enough to captivate anyone. But the peak, or perhaps one of the brightest moments of all, came when Taehyung was asked during an interview, "Do you really like Golden M Jungkook?" A question that wasn't just surprising but also opened a window into something that had been implied for so long, a connection that could never be denied. To some, the question might have sounded simple, but to those who had followed their journey, it was a pivotal moment that confirmed that their bond wasn't just a product of coincidence or teamwork. There was something real there, something genuine. Taehyung didn't hesitate in his response. He didn't shy away from smiling, didn't search for neutral words, and didn't hide behind jokes like he often did. He spoke about Jungkook with pure admiration, praising his talent, his dedication, and his kindness. His voice was full of affection, almost tangible in its warmth. Each word felt like a compliment woven with respect and love. And at the same time, Jungkook showed a side of himself that was rarely seen. He looked down, blushed, and reflexively scratched the back of his neck. For those who knew him well, it was a sign of shyness. Not because he felt uncomfortable, but because he felt valued, because he knew the feelings were real. Then, who could forget their legendary live video? Although brief, it left an unforgettable impression. In the video, whenever the camera recorded, Taehyung could be seen seeking Jungkook, not just physically, but emotionally. When they sat next to each other, Taehyung gently leaned against Jungkook's legs. It was such a natural, soft moment. Jungkook simply smiled, as if it was second nature to be a place of comfort for Taehyung. Dressed in matching black and white outfits, they looked like living art, contrasting yet harmoniously perfect. The aura of a well-matched couple shone through without needing any words. No wonder thousands of fans around the world immediately captured that moment in clips, fan art, and eternal memories. Their physical closeness was not a coincidence. In many other photos and video snippets, Taehyung often leaned on Jungkook as if his body knew exactly where the most comfortable place to rest was. And what made it all even more touching, Jungkook's smile was always different when he was with Taehyung. That smile wasn't just a reaction, it was a response. A form of communication without words that said, "I'm happy you're here." And the same went for Taehyung, who always seemed more alive, warmer, and happier when he was near Jungkook. One of the most remarkable moments happened during the filming of Summer Package. At that time, Taehyung had fallen asleep on the floor while holding his phone. Jungkook, noticing this, approached and tried to wake him up. But when Taehyung didn't budge, Jungkook made a decision that no one expected. He lay down next to him. No words, just lying together, sharing the stillness. Behind the camera, Namjoon, the always caring leader, made sure the floor was warm enough for them. And at that moment, it was confirmed. It was one of the most honest, pure moments ever recorded in their history. Taehyung wasn't the type to withhold affection. He was warm with everyone. But when it came to Jungkook, there was a different kind of vibe. His behavior became more sincere, more intense, and more straightforward. During Net Countdown, they were asked a simple question: what would you do if you had a full day off? Taehyung answered without hesitation, "I would go on a date with Jungkook, just the two of us, holding hands, His answer was met with laughter and playful teasing from the other members, especially Namjoon and Suga, who jokingly pushed him as if saying, "Don't be too honest." But Taehyung didn't care. He said it. He didn't take it back. When it was Jungkook's turn to answer, he didn't even get the chance before Taehyung immediately cut in. "He would be happy with me." Was it just a joke? Maybe. But for those who knew their dynamics, it was more than just playful banter. It was a confession. In another radio interview, when asked where he would go if he felt anxious or stressed, Taehyung quickly replied, "I'd go with Jungkook. Just the two of us. Because he's cute." This wasn't the first time he'd said something like this, and even Suga chimed in, reminding him, "You've said this before." What made it even more emotional was when Taehyung added, "But Jungkook won't go with me." Jungkook's expression at that moment couldn't be hidden. There was a smile full of meaning, a little amused, but also one that said, "I know he wants to go with me." In terms of career, Jungkook continued to make history. Every song in his Golden album surpassed 100 million streams, a truly extraordinary achievement even by K-pop standards. The song Shot Glass of Tears became the latest addition to the list, making Jungkook the first K-pop artist with 17 songs that crossed that threshold. Meanwhile, Seven, his flagship track, was nearing 2 billion streams. Yet, behind all of these accomplishments, the spotlight still remained on one thing: how Taehyung was always there. Not as a shadow, not just a friend, but as someone who celebrated Jungkook's success with genuine heart. Taehyung and Jungkook not only showcased extraordinary talent in the world of music, but also presented a relationship full of meaning and sincerity, both on stage and behind the scenes. Their mutual support, warm companionship, and sincere interactions made them figures deeply loved by their fans. As fans, we may never fully know what happens behind the cameras. But there is one thing we can be sure of. Their bond makes us believe that true affection, gentle yet strong, really does exist. And as long as they continue walking side by side, the world will keep watching, with hope, with love, and with awe that never fades. After seeing all the moments, small gestures, and meaningful words, do you still think it's all a coincidence? Or are you even more convinced that Taehyung and Jungkook's relationship holds something special? A relationship that may be indefinable, but can be felt by anyone who sees it. Write your thoughts in the comment section because maybe you're not alone in your feelings. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more stories full of warmth and sincerity. See you in the next video.